Hey guys, it's me, Little Sunshine, coming with you today for another month of Terrascopes. We're on Earth signs in the month of December, or if y'all sneaking ahead, I am publishing this mid-November. So I do believe if you're hearing it now, you're meant to hear it now, and this is kind of going to be for your now through December. Unless then on December 15th when you get a new reading. So guys, we'll just jump right in. There's a lot of, been buzzing around with political stuff. Kind of, it's hard to avoid even however spiritually minded you are. There's a lot of negative energy in the air, it seems. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of, emotions. There's been a lot of high emotions and low emotions, I feel like, for a lot of people for this political campaign. And whether you're shocked or appalled or disgusted by the turnout, we're going to get through it, guys. So let's see what the month has in store for us. Like I said, we're doing Earth signs today. We're going to jump into Virgo, actually. We're going to start with for the month. And Virgo, you guys got... what an optimistic looking card after that intro about politics. But we have the devil, and just kind of, going with what we were saying. I do relate this to kind of like your emotional devil. This is, the emotions that you're feeling. Maybe a bit of pessimism, maybe a bit of hatred, maybe rage. We have this emotional scale, and where we're at on it is kind of, do you want to stay there in that low vibration, or do you want to move up and not let it have such a control out of you? Oh, this is also, by the way, our co-host for this session, the shocked face. I'm sorry I didn't introduce him. Maybe that was your face for the political, season, or hearing the outcome. But, it's really bad. And this is, when you've gone through your emotions through life, you've had ups, you've had downs, and when you learn to kind of view them, when you can, not get so lost in jealousy and hatred and rage and kind of like these lower vibrational ranges that we have. And I have a little visual aid that I want to use. Well, not really visual, but something I'm going to read to you from a book. But how long do you want to stay in your lower vibrations? I'm going to let this guy hold on to your card for the rest of the show. So do you want to stay in the pessimistic kind of view that the world is ending? Do you want to view it in a new light? Do you want to, go on with your days still? Do you want to, let this devil sleep beside you at night and keep you up and worry and fear and all these things? So what I did want to do was just kind of, I read, I always relate, like when I pull cards, and it's just funny, like, I'm like, oh, I'm kind of, reading something about this. But this is Asking and Is Given by Esther Hicks and Jerry Hicks, who, if you don't know, is amazing, tons of YouTube videos and books. But in this book, they wrote kind of the emotional... how did they word it? We're going to say it's the emotional guidance scale. And, it's pretty, accurate in where you want to go from. So I'll just kind of briefly go over, like, towards the bottom, say you're in the state of fear, grief, depression, despair, powerlessness. A step up would be, insecurity, guilt, unworthiness. From there, you got jealousy, hatred and rage, revenge, anger, discouragement, blame, worry, doubt, disappointment, overwhelmment, and we're moving up, even though these all kind of seem just lower. You hear in the vibration of the words, just a lower aspect of them. Overwhelmment, frustration, um, impatience, irritation, pessimism, boredom. Boredom's always fascinating to me too. So, kind of getting to more of a neutral, not feeling anything, bored with your environment, contentment, hopelessness, optimism. Here we go. Positive expectations and belief, enthusiasm, eagerness, happiness, passion, joy, knowledge, empowerment, freedom, love, and appreciation are all in number one, sharing that spot together. And I believe that's true. So really, guys, sorry that was a little longer, but it's really about looking at yourself this month, and you can let the world at large affect you, and or you can change how you're viewing it. Maybe this is how it turned out is a blessing in disguise. We're not really seeing the bigger picture of it too, because you can either stay focused on all the negative stuff that you believe is coming out of our, and I won't just relate this to the political stuff, obviously, but in your life specifically, like, are you going to stay focused on all that negativity, what you're lacking, what you don't have, what you want to be eventually, like all these things that are, keeping you at a lower vibration, or we can just move to it. You can move to it, guys. We have the choice to banish this devil that's beside us, which I'm really just relating the devil to like a negative vibration, so to speak, and we just let's banish the devil. Let's not allow him, the greed, the corruption, any of that to sleep beside us at night. We're gonna let it go, and we're gonna turn it all around. So it's up to you. At the end of the day, you have a choice in it all. So don't forget that. Stay empowered, my fabulous Virgo friends. And have a very blessed month. And we'll see you next month. Okay, guys, so we're moving along. We're going to go into Taurus, who is, of course, not that card. Dun, 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 dun. So Tauruses, we have the Magician, which I'm pretty sure you guys had, along with myself. I am also Taurus. The Magician, either a couple months back, maybe. But these are newer cards. I'm not sure if we had the newer cards last month or not. But here we have these crazy, awesome, cool cards. And this is our Magician for the month. So what do we think of when we think of magicians? We think of, witches. And kind of, I think of anyway, of creating our own reality. Manifesting what we want to see in our life. And how are we doing that? We're doing it by the thoughts we think. We're doing it by the emotional vibration that we stay at. By if we're going to keep vibrating at hatred and rage and anything lower than that, then we are going to, mirror out that that outcome in our environment. So, how for the month ahead? Andrew, right now, how do you want to vibrate? How do you want to be? What do you want to see in your environment? And it's going to be a really good time for you guys to manifest, to really embrace the magician self that we're all here to co-create together, and to be. So however that looks for you, you're going to manifest what you've mostly been focused on. So if you've been focused on the news and that's just the negative jukebox of life, that if you want to sit there and dance to that beat of negativity and or video games, like really violent video games, you don't know, your brain doesn't know how to differentiate that's not happening. It puts you in this state that it's happening, and you need to kind of counteract that. Be conscious that, um, okay, I'm going to choose to, Halloween was just, a couple weeks ago, and it was spooky stuff, and I was watching all these spooky movies and stuff, and I'd go to bed and I'd have nightmares, and it was like, well, why is that happening? And it's because more of my time than usual was being spent in visualizing and viewing, more like scary stuff than I'm used to. So of course I'm going to subconsciously carry that into my dreams, and I woke up the next day and I'm like, I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I don't want to have bad dreams, and I needed to like flip it to the other side, like change my emotions and how I feel. So it was more about like working out and running and eating healthier. I always feel just go hand in hand. And anyway, to get back to your magician card, guys, like if you are gonna stay in that state of where you're fearful, and that you either need to counter it, make conscious choices that you're countering if you're gonna watch the news like a half hour a day or something, make sure you're getting away and you're doing something that creates a lot of joy in your life, because you do need to bring that balance back. Because I can tell you, if you stay in that fear state and you're just like, in a zoned out, listening to the news while you sleep state, you're going to create all those catastrophes in your life. They're going to manifest into your life, and you don't want that. So we're magicians. We're here to create, guys. Choose consciously what you're going to manifest, and you're going to have the ability this month. It's going to come a little easier to you. This is kind of because we're co-creating our realities. This is the month for you Tauruses to really project what you want and get it and be it. So just vibrate at those high emotions and manifest what you really want to see this month, because it's yours for the taking. Okay, Tauruses, I love you very much. Love myself. And we're going to finish up, guys, actually. Capricorns. I did all major Arcadian cards, so it's not too crazy that we're seeing a duplicate anyway. But my Capricorn friends, you did get the same card as Tauruses, so we have a lot of, again, manifesting stuff. But I did pull an extra special card for you just because I wanted to see where we were going to direct this manifestation. Like, I wanted more guidance and to see. And we pulled this guy. I'll hold these in because the lighting was kind of weird. But so we got our magician friend over here, and then the Two of Cups, who, of course, is this couple that is in love and very into each other. So it's very... we can look at this guy as putting a lot of attention into or focusing on right over here in this relationship. And I'm going to relate it to a couple of things, guys. I'm going to set you back here first off. And so when we are in a relationship, and I'm going to give you the both sides because this might be a past relationship for you too, but I'm going to start with if it's a current relationship and you're already... like, oh God, I'm feeling, I'm already resonating with this, because you know that you have been putting an extra special amount of time into a relationship, and as a very, in the past, codependent person myself, where I have created some realities where I was very codependent, and my emotions all were based on my significant others feeling good or feeling bad, you don't want to get there. And if you're in the early signs of it, if you're just very much falling away from more and more like your friends, family, you're just come home from work and this is all you're putting your attention into, it might be time to like hit the brakes a little. And I'm not saying that this is a bad, unhealthy relationship. It's just kind of like you want to find that balance still. You don't want it to be like all of your attention is going into one basket, and you have all these other baskets of life out there that are completely empty and want your attention. So be conscious of what we're focusing our attention on. And if this is a past relationship, if you're currently not in a relationship, but you also resonated with that, that I could be talking about a past relationship for you, because we got that Two of Cups, which is very like a more intimate relationship. But if it's that for you, so maybe you're single now and it's the past, so how much have we forgiven that other person? Do we still dwell on the past? Are we still finding ourselves regretting things that you've done or they did and not forgiving them, not forgiving yourself? This is also a little bit of an unhealthy way of being, because you don't want to stay there. You don't want to keep reliving the past. You don't want, to replay those memories for your brain, to keep thinking that they're happening over and over, and it's just keeping you in the state of constant, that feeling. However you were feeling in the past is what you're still vibrating at. So we need to let that shit go, right? you need to let it go. And it's really easier to hear advice from somebody, or to be told to let it go, or even tell yourself to let it go, and then saying, okay, I let it go, and then you still haven't let it go. So there lies the dilemma, right? Like, you're like, I swear I've let it go, but it's still kind of lingering. Really sit with yourself. Like, the best thing for me is just you take the attention away from it. You take the energy that you're putting into that something. And it is a thing, like, time does heal. Like, more and more of the time that passes can heal. But if you want to kind of jumpstart that, just take the attention away. You're focusing too much attention on it, and we need to take it away. So whether it is a past relationship we're thinking of or a current one, too much attention to something in like a negative aspect is going to be bad. Not bad or good, there's no good or bad, but just get to a healthier state to manifest what you want. Because this is the Magician card. So it, again, like our Taurus friends that got the card, Capricorns, you two are also going to find it very easy to manifest things this month. So if you're in a state of listening to breakup songs, listening to lower vibrational things, if you ever listen to the words in a lot of those pop songs, they're subliminally planting stuff in there too that, not to get all conspiracy weird on you, but if you listen to those words and you're a person that just keeps hearing these songs, and it's not even just today's pop songs, it's, hearing oldies songs too, and but if you keep replaying those songs and hearing that same thing, your mind is literally hearing those things and playing them again. So we want to manifest things that we really want, that our authentic self wants us to have, and we all want to come to this planet to create and to be as happy as we can be. There's no more suffering. There's no more agonizing over anything. So go out there, guys. Create your reality to its fullest potential. Don't stay too long. And I know, like, we have to feel the waves sometimes. And just let's consciously choose the higher vibration. So create what you truly want. Be happy, be joyous, and be loved, guys. I love you very much if nobody's told you today. I thank you for even tuning in, and hopefully I'll see you again. I have a few other videos if you ever want to check them out. But I mostly do these teroscopes for you guys, and I try to get them out probably right around the 15th of every month, if not a little after, but before the month that they're dated for. So this is December, or however it relates to you in time and space. If it's right now and you grasp something and you want it, relate it to you and take it for what it is, guys. Love you very much. Bye-bye.